extended to our friends and visitors from Sanger. Tonight's event provides a showcase for the talents and skills of the students.
Hello, Brett and Jenny. How are y'all?
Oh, how are you, David?
I'm well. We are here in Van Alstyne, Texas, just the other side of, is this Collin County?
Grayson. Ooh, good call. Not sure. It might be.
You know, North Texas. We could
Tomato, potato.
Yeah. Up 75 or across 120 FM 121 from Highway 377 if you came that way. And we're ready for some Friday Night Lights. And we're going to top into our pregame show real quick, brought to you by Cap Plumbing. We want to thank Michael Berner for being our proud pregame, halftime stats, and postgame stats sponsor. He is a proud supporter of Sanger Athletics, and specifically Sanger football. So we're thankful for him.
Until baseball comes around.
Yeah, exactly. And tonight we take on the, I was trying to remember exactly what they were, but I believe they are 1-4.
I got it right here. Van Alstyne right now. Oh, I just have district. Go back one more page. They are 1-3 and 0-1 in district. Van Alstyne is.
All right. There you go. They had their bye already for district. That's part of the reason why they played one less game, and their schedule looks a little different than ours. They had a game canceled altogether in week 2.
The same as our half game.
Yep.
Same storm, I believe.
Yeah, exactly. So, just trying to get this to.
We're in for a beautiful game tonight with the temperature starting out at 79 degrees, light wind, forecast a low of 58, sunny and 89 tomorrow. Mr. Standing, Sanger leading the way at 2-0. Right behind him from also.
And we will be updating tonight not only this game, we will be updating area games, but one that we will be doing different that we don't normally do is UNT Mean Green just kicked off against number 24, South Florida. Is that it?
Yeah.
South Florida.
I think so.
South Florida is 4-1. North Texas Mean Green is 5-0. And that game is.
South Florida comes in ranked in the top 25.
Number 24.
And it's the first sellout at the DATQ Stadium in program history. So that's exciting stuff. So I almost put that on our Games of the Week, but I wanted to stick with high school football on our Games of the Week pie. Games of the Week brought to you by Papa D's. We thank Diego and Lulu and the entire team over there at Papa D's for being on board with our Games of the Week. And obviously the first game of the week is Sanger Indians at Van Alstyne Panthers. And then Gainesville, within district play, Gainesville travels to Caddo Mills to play the team the Sanger just beat 49-20 last week. Gainesville's coming off a win versus Bonham from last week, 55-35. They got that victory. Farmersville travels to Bonham to play a district game. Farmersville was on a bye last week, I believe.
I believe so.
And then in the game of the week, which I had two choices here, and I think you watched the coaches show. We talked about this game yesterday. Pastor Grant joined us to host Coach Rogers in that show, and Lindsay Knights traveled a very short distance to Munster to take on the Minster Hornets, and that's number 9 versus number 2.
I believe that's almost a 10-minute drive.
And so that's a rivalry in itself. It's been a rivalry for years.
It has nothing to do with where they're ranked at in the state right now. That's always been a rivalry.
And we've talked about how good Pilot Point's turning out to be this year. They beat Palmer, who was predicted to win that district.
I believe Palmer was ranked number 9 or something like that when they beat him last week.
And
beat him handily, too.
Pilot Point's only loss is to Lindsay.
Yeah.
So that should be a great matchup tonight. We'll be updating that score. And then Argyle goes to Arnett and Seguin. They're both matchup between 2 4-1 teams between that district. The Ponder Lions go to Bowie to take on the Jackrabbits. Dallas Academy Knights head to Pilot Point to take on the Bearcats. That's a 4-1 versus 5-1 matchup as well. And then the other game that could have been the matchup of the week, and I just Silver Spring's a little bit further away from us. That's why I didn't do it as our game of the week, because it's a little bit further away, and Lindsay and Munster are right there in our backyard. But number 6, Sulphur Springs, and what we talked about with Coach Rogers last week when you were on, in that powerhouse district that has, I mean, they're just loaded. The 5th place team might be able to go 2 rounds deep in any other district, any other part of the country, or state rather. And that's number 6. Silver Springs heads to number 1, Salina. And Salina just beat Panther Creek, also in that district that's not even ranked in the top 10, 28-35 last week. So some very close matchups in that district. You also have obviously Lake Dallas in that district. You have Aubrey in that district. You have I'm missing somebody in that district. Is that where Prosper Richland's at?
Maybe
is
that the new one?
Yep.
I believe so. Yes, because they slid them into the basketball district this year as well.
So, anyways, that's a powerhouse district. The top 4 teams are going to be very, very stout coming out there to hit the ground running. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens for that district. As we look at the rest of the games here, we have Dallas Madison Trojans heading to Whitesboro Bearcats. Matchup of a 1-5 and 3-2 matchup. That's another district matchup. Whitesboro and Pilot Point are in that same district with each other. So that'll be an interesting matchup. So that's our games of the week that we wanted to highlight. Some other things we wanted to bring up is we put this together to talk about our stat leaders for the district. So obviously the schools in our district, obviously Sanger, Bonham, Caddo Mills, Farmersville, Gainesville, Crum, and Van Alstyne, and we wanted to look at the highlight the leaders of this of these categories: passing yards, rushing yards, and receiving yards. Reed Sebastian leads the district in passing yards at 916 yards. He is one behind the leader in touchdown passes. He has 9 touchdown passes. The leader is Elijah Guerrero over at Crum with 10 touchdown passes. In yards, the second leading passer in the district is Levi McAbey at Farmersville, 843 yards, followed by Colton Ponton, who we faced last week from Caddo Mills at 806 yards. And then Elijah Guerrero comes in at 759 yards with those 10 touchdown passes. And then Jayton Mulkey, who we did not face in Caddo Mills because he's left the team, he's still 5th in the district in passing yards with 745 yards passing with 9 touchdown passes. So between the 2 quarterbacks that have played behind center this season, they have 18 touchdown passes between the 2 of them at Caddo Mills.
That's impressive. I don't know if I'm more impressed with that or the Crum quarterback, based off of what we saw last year. And I don't know, was it?
They had a really good QB last year.
Yeah,
they had to
Ty
reload.
Tabor basically just annihilated the district last year at quarterback.
Yeah.
And he did get hurt in the game against us last year, and they brought in Elijah.
Yep.
And I don't want to say he had a bad game. He wasn't prepared to play as much as what he expected to did.
Sure.
Play as much as he did. But I'm impressed with that stat because those are big shoes to fill over there with Ty Tabor being gone, and he seems to be doing a good job over there.
For sure.
Still a young quarterback over there for Crum.
Yes, very much so. And then rounding out the top, I think it's top 8 here for passing is Ray Glancy with the 689 yards passing over in Gainesville. D. Barron and Braden Miller split time at QB for Van Alstyne. They have combined right around 600 yards. But for individually, D. Barron has 364 yards and 4 touchdown passes, and Braden Miller, which is the head coach's son, has 233 yards and 1 touchdown pass. Rushing yards. Any guesses on who the leader is?
It's not even a guess. I know for a fact it's Reggie.
Reggie Jones coming in with 1,140 yards and 14 touchdown runs. Second place is 446 yards behind.
Wow.
And that goes to Will Holland with 794 yards and 7 touchdown runs. Marquise Ashodi, 543 yards and 10 touchdowns for Farmersville. Then Colton Pontoon, the quarterback that we faced last week at Caddo Mills, at 381 yards and 5 touchdowns. And then 5th in the district, 244 yards rushing and 6 touchdowns, Bola.
Sanger Indian.
So good to see a second Sanger Indian there in rushing. And then Braden Miller with 243 yards and 3 touchdowns right here in Van Alstyne. Gordon Swartz, 233 yards and 3 touchdowns in Farmersville. And then Wyatt Watson, 230 yards and 1 touchdown for Caddo Mills. If you go down to the very next player on the list, if I was able to fit 9 players in there, the next one, Austin Martin.
So you have 3 Sanger rushers in the top 9.
Yep.
That's impressive.
Then when you go to receiving leaders, the top 2 receivers are in Caddo Mills. They had a ton of passing yards, so that kind of makes sense. They have Colin Heath, who I think pretty much shut down last week. At 517 yards, he still leads the district in receiving yards and 2 touchdowns. Steven Steegers, 376 yards and 6 touchdowns. Peyton Matthew from Gainesville, 317 yards and 2 touchdowns. Wyatt Pennington, Sanger's own, 286 yards, and I don't think 5 touchdowns is right. I think that's a typo. I think he has 2 touchdowns. And then Joe Rodriguez, 273 yards, and I believe he has 4. I don't know what happened on this sheet, but must have been some crossover there. It says yards at the top. I forgot to change that, and it says year. It should say yards and then touchdowns. But nonetheless, same thing when you get down to number 9 here, the 9th guy.
Receiving. Who are we missing? Wyatt, Joel. I'm going to say Austin.
Austin Martin. So, again, we have 3 Indians in the top 9 in the district in rushing. We have 3 Indians in the top 9 in the district in receiving yards.
But as much as I love all those kids and I love those stats don't look the same without last week's player of the game.
Last week's House of Cards player of the game, none other than the entire offensive line. I don't know if I told you this, but Steve Robinson reached out to me about doing a 4x8.
That's life size.
Of the offensive line. The shipping alone was $400.
Yeah, I don't want to pay for that. No.
And so I said, let's just do it 2x4 like the others and
it'd be
go from
cheaper
there.
just to get it done at Walgreens and drive up there and get it.
I love the idea and I love
do.
the thought. And I told Coach Rogers that, and Coach Rogers said, Coach Mann put that in his office.
You imagine all those boys just hovering over Coach Mann's office while he's sitting at his desk like this.
It was a great thought, and I love the idea. And we love Steve Robinson.
Absolutely.
We can't do the posters without him. He makes that happen. He does the design of it. He does the orders for us. All we do is simply pay, and he doesn't charge us an upcharge. We just cover his cost on that. So we're very thankful for Steve Robinson. We can't do what we're able to do without him. I know he was going to be at the volleyball game tonight, taking pictures at the volleyball game. Speaking of, we need to get an update on that. Let me see if I can.
tried to pull the game up a minute ago. It looked like varsity had already finished.
Okay. So.
But let me rephrase that. I was basing that off of what the start for the varsity game was.
Gotcha. School song is going on, so we'll pause. All right, we're back. Both towns have played their school songs. Put it on my shirt. Thank you. This just in, the Lady Indians won tonight.
Nice.
Over Prosper Richland in 5 sets. Yeah, I'm on.
You're good. You still say hi.
What's up, Aiden?
What's up, baby? How are you?
Yeah, I just got word that the Lady Indians won today in 5 sets. That's awesome.
That's great. And one more plug for Sanger Youth. If we since we didn't get the opportunity to mention it on the air because all the news came up right after y'all went off the coaches show, we are happy to announce that the Sanger boys varsity, girls varsity, boys JV, and JV girls clean sweep at district yesterday.
Yes. And we were able to make a great post about that, but you're right. We need to mention that on air. That's not done very often.
No.
And the girls were very close. It was a competitive district meet for both JV and varsity, but they edged it out by a point, which means every girl that competed in that to get them in, what is it, the top 6 that you get your points for?
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6, yes.
And every single one of those competitors that got in there and able to beat somebody else out made a big difference in that meet. So it's a great job by them. All right. Well, again, finishing out our pregame show, we want to thank Michael Berner for sponsoring the pregame show with Cap Plumbing. We were able to show you our team updates with from a games of the week standpoint, brought to you by Papa D's. We'll update those games throughout the evening this evening. And then a big shout out to our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner, the Church of Christ. You can see them on Sundays from 9:30 to 10:15 a.m. for their Bible classes for all ages, and then their main worship service is at 10:30 and goes to 11:30 on Sundays. Then they have Wednesday evening services from 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock. So please support our friends at the Sanger Church of Christ. Thanks, Mason Peebles, for making that happen.
Here come the Sanger Indians. We're about 6.5 minutes away from kickoff. And David, with 8:42 to go in the first, University of North Texas up 7-0.
That's awesome. That's a way to start. All right, getting ready to do national anthem, captains, and soon thereafter the kickoff.
You know, I was just sitting there thinking our Titter's doing a good job, and you really got to hand it to them, mainly because they're short and they can't reach it. Looks like your Van Alstyne captains are going to be. Oh, they're going to do the national anthem first.
Okay.
Never mind.
We were wondering. It kind of depends on when the refs get out there. Here we go.
Great job by the Van Alstyne band to play the national anthem. There's always something special that I enjoy about watching the flag get raised as the national anthem's playing, as opposed to just looking at it while it's already up.
I agree with you on that.
Van Alstyne captains number 6, Braden Miller. Help me with the numbers. Is that number? It is number 18.
Number 18, number 52, and number 6.
Number 18 is Garrett Skaggs. Number 52, Bo Bowie. And that's it.
Sanger captains Alex Zuniga, Creedon Berner, Levi Hendricks, and Johnny Valdez.
There is one more captain out there for Van Alstyne. He's not wearing a jersey. They did make the announcement, and I just couldn't hear it.
Yeah, you're good. Can you zoom out? Just a touch. Right there, that second's perfect.
Captains for Sanger, number 3, Levi Hendricks. Number 32, Creedon Berner. Number 75, Johnny Valdez. And number 77,
Hey, babe, can you set these in the bag, please?
No, 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 no.
Sanger wins the toss, starts the game off with the goal.
You misread what I was trying to do.
Totally. I mean, here,
There you go.
it's even better. Now we can get our waters back. Totally missed who won the kick, who won the coin toss.
Me too. We were distracted by
We did.
other things.
We did, and we elected to receive.
Of course we did. Because we haven't deferred since when? 2004? Coach Rogers? When I say we, I'm not talking about Sanger. I mean Coach Rogers himself doesn't defer.
Get the ball, set the pace. Back deep for the Indians, we have Hendricks, Martin, and Jackson.
While we are ready for kick, they don't have the clock quite ready yet. Unless they're going to go backwards. Oh, there we go. Just started it. Go up to 12 minutes and then expire.
Maybe so, yeah. Count up and set it down. Kicking from left.
Cheerleaders are ready.
to right.
Indians are ready. Van Alstyne shows a quick balk at the onside kick and then sets back into the regular kickoff formation. It's kicked back to number 7, Jace Jackson. Gets in the upfield quickly. Outside the 25, just short of the 30-yard line. Looks like it's officially going to be marked at the 29. Reed Sebastian. Reggie Jones in the backfield, Wyatt Pennington in motion. Resets on the left-hand side. Hand off to Reggie up the middle. He gets a good 8 yards. He's going to be out to the 38-yard line. 36-yard line officially. There goes Levi on the corner. Was that a pass?
It was.
I missed that first part of that play. Great play to start this drive, 2-play drive. Where have we seen a 2-play drive before?
About 19 times last week, I feel like.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
So that'll get the Indians on the scoreboard with a long touch. He had a long touchdown catch in that game as well on one of those 2-play drives.
Yeah, he did.
And so that gets Indians off to the races and up 6-0 with 11:19 to play.
Fantastic play design. They know that we're going to feed Reggie the ball all night long. We give it to him the ball on first down, second down and 3. Quick pass out to the left, and Hendricks is just off to the races.
I didn't see the extra point. That was so fast.
It is 7-0.
Was that
Morales?
Morales?
I believe so. Thank you.
Everything's going by fast today.
Thank you.
11:19 to play here in the first quarter. And the Indians up 7-0, getting ready to kick off. Going to be kicked out of bounds, be a penalty. Usually the receiving team will just add 5 yards on and take the ball there. They are going to elect to re-kick, though. So they'll do a 5-yard penalty, and the Indians will kick from their own 35 instead of the 40. Again, if you missed it, the Lady Indians took the W tonight in 5 sets against Prosper Richland. Big win there for them. I don't think the decision to make them re-kick helped them. They filled that out, kicked it deep and filled it inside the 20 and ran it out to about the 28-yard line officially. Yes, it is the 28-yard line. Indians with the early lead here, scored in 2 plays on their opening possession. A 8-yard run or 7-yard run for Reggie Jones, and then a quick strike to Levi Hendricks for the long touchdown. 50-plus yards on that play. Quarterback keeper, he's tackled behind the line of scrimmage, maybe at the line of scrimmage at best. It looks like it's going to be no gain, spotted at the 28-yard line, 2nd down and 10 for Van Alstyne. Handoff up the middle. There was contact with the face mask, but I don't think there was any turn of the face mask. So it's gain of 2. Ball will be out to the 30-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 8. First 3rd down of the night for either team. Back to pass. Throws it over in the flat towards the sideline, and it is incomplete. Be 4th down and 8. It does look like they're sending out their punt unit. .10:15 to play here in the first quarter. Sanger set to get the ball back for the 2nd time. Shift in the punt formation. Got somebody uncovered over there in the slot. Sanger adjusts their defense. The punt is away. It's going to be out of bounds. It lands on the track, bounces almost into the stands towards our band. Be interesting to see where the spot is.
49.
Right at the
Right at
midfield,
50.
50-yard line. Excellent ref crew tonight. I know a couple of these guys personally. They help do some of our youth games, and they do a fantastic job. So Sanger will be set right here at midfield with 10:08 to play in the first quarter. Hand off to Reggie up the middle. He goes for another 8 yards. He's out to the 42-yard line of Van Alstyne. Once again, that O-line who got player of the game last week is starting out fantastic. I know it's only been 3 plays, but they're driving big holes in that defensive line and defensive front to be able to run the ball. And protected well on that one pass play for Reggie. Austin Martin in motion. Hand off to Reggie, kicks it out to the left-hand side, breaks a couple of tackles. He's inside the 30. Looks like he's going to be officially spotted at the 27-yard line of Van Alstyne. Be 1st and 10 Sanger at the 27. First down. Sanger hit, set, quick to go. Reed Sebastian rolls out to the right. Ends up just throwing it away. That's the right call. It's first down. Love to see another day.
Smart. There was a receiver in the area. The only person that would have possibly caught it would have been the Sanger Indian, but
Yep.
it was thrown low on purpose. Get rid of the ball. Like you said, live to see another down.
First time I've seen the white jerseys with the names on them.
It's good, though. White on white.
Yep.
I love the multiple combinations that they have.
Yep. All right, 2nd down and 10 for the Indians at the 27-yard line of Van Alstyne. Wyatt Pennington moves over to the right-hand side. Hand off to Reggie up the middle. He's at the linebacker level before he's contacted. He battles to the left. Looks like to be about another gain of 8. Looks like he's going to be spotted down. Trying to see if that's spotted at the 19. Looks like the 18-yard line. So 3rd down and short, 3rd and 1. They tried to get Van Alstyne to jump. They did jump a little bit, but the snap didn't come. So they will reset and get ready to run a play. It's 3rd and 1, first 3rd down in the night for the Indians. Hand off to Reggie. Goes up the middle. Gets first down yardage. He's going to be spotted officially at the 13-yard line, I believe. Yep, 13-yard line. Might as well stay standing. I can see it a little better from up here. 8:30 to play in the quarter. I'll try to do my best on my time. We're a short crew here. Hand off to Reggie.
Good hole up the right
Inside.
side.
He's going to go into the end zone and score for the 2nd touchdown of the day. No flags on the play. That'll put Indians up 13-0 with 8:26 to play in the first quarter and extra point pending.
Kick is up and good.
You know, Brett, I liked when we go to different destinations like Van Alstyne. They were in our district before the redistricting map this time around. And so 2 years ago we were here. And to see where the team has come from when we broadcast down there in the end zone by the Dotsons for the blow-up inflatable to where the team is at now, it's amazing to see that transformation.
And
it's been a fun ride.
It's been a phenomenal ride. I agree with you. And even just think about where they were at this time last year to where they're at right now.
Another good kick down to the 20. Returned out to around I think the ball might have come out late, but I think he was already down. Looks like he's going to be spotted at the 29-yard line. That's where this possession will start. Van Alstyne set up for their second drive. First drive was 3 and out. They are right around the same spot they were for their first drive. I think the last one started at the 28. This one started at the 29. Handoff up the middle. Does get positive yards. Spins around. Gets to around the 35-yard line. That's going to be officially the 36-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 7. It'll be second down and 3 for the Van Alstyne Panthers. Handoff up the middle, first down yardage. That's number 15 for the Panthers. That will be first down yardage as they get out to the 43-yard line. Number 3 in motion for Van Alstyne. Bola runs with him. Almost seemed like that was a test to see if we were in man or zone. Handoff, number 15 again, tackled for a loss by Creedon Burner in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards back to the 41-yard line. It's going to be third down and 12. Caught in the flat. Does get positive yards out to around midfield. He's going to be officially at the 49-yard line. It's going to bring up 4th and short for Van Alstyne. Interesting decision for Coach Miller over on the Van Alstyne side. It's 4th and 4. They got to get to the Sanger 47-yard line for a first, and it does appear like they're going to go for it. The offense is going to stay out on the field. Defense needs to hold their water and not jump off sides here. Does look like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get him to jump. Yep. They try to get him to jump, let the play clock run down, and now they call timeout. First timeout of the game, brought to you by Don Hall Construction. Don Hall Construction is located right there in Sanger, Texas. If you need any assistance with any construction needs, anywhere things from a remodel, or if you're deciding to build a new home, Drew Hall with Don Hall Construction can help you. His office is located on the intersection of Pecan Street and 35 Frontage Road northbound. You're good. You can pick that up here if you need to. I was just saying they're available.
I have an off-air question.
.6:14 to play here in the first quarter. Indians lead 14-0. Panthers have 1 first down on this drive, and they are seeking to try to get their second first down as it's 4th and 4. They tried to get the Indians to jump offside. Sanger did not jump. I don't know what the conversation here. We have a long conversation going on, and officials involved, the other coaches involved. And now Van Alstyne's heading back on the field. That was an extended timeout. Again, brought to you by Don Hall Construction. Thanks, Drew Hall, for all your support.
And
he's on board for the 3rd year.
That's a really long timeout for a punt.
Oh, is that looks like they're going into punt formation. We don't have anybody back because we're watching for the fake, and I don't blame us for that.
I agree.
High snap. Punter's able to get the punt off. We want this to bound into the end zone. Would be
That's
fantastic.
exactly where it's going.
And it does. Yeah, touchback. It was close. It was very, very close. It slowed down right around the goal line, but it did go into the end zone for a touchback. So the Indians should start out this possession with 6:05 to play in the first quarter at the 20-yard line. In not-so-area scores, the UNT Mean Green lead 14-7 over the South Florida Bulls in what's a sold-out stadium at DACU Stadium right there in Denton, Texas. So good start to the season. They're 5-0, trying to go 6-0. I do believe if they go 6-0, it's the first time in program history, but I'm not 100% certain on that fact, so don't fact-check me. Little reversed to Austin Martin. He's able to get positive yards, gets out to officially the 22-yard line, so a gain of 2 yards, be second down and 8. Austin Martin in motion. Reed Sebastian at quarterback, hands off to Reggie. Reggie kicks it out to the left, has positive yards. Should have enough for a first down. He gets out past the 30. Looks to be officially the 31-yard line, and that'll be a first down and 10. Sanger Indians. Third drive of the game for Sanger. First 2 drives resulted in a touchdown. The very first drive was only 2 plays. Quick out pass to Levi Hendricks again. He scored on this similar route earlier. He gets out to the outside again, gets just past midfield. See where he's spotted at. They're going to spot it right at the big line at the midfield point. First and 10 Indians.
Very good play action pass right there by Reed Sebastian, because I thought that they were giving it to Reggie also. It's a good fake.
Another play action pass. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Deep down the middle. Gets deflected out of the way by number 81 for Van Alstyne, because Levi Hendricks had end zone in his sights had he been able to make that catch. But good defensive play for the Panthers. .450 to play in the first quarter. Second down and 10 for the Indians. They're at midfield. Pass out in the flat to Wyatt Pennington. He's got first down yardage and more. There's going to be a flag on the play. Flag is downfield inside the 30. We got to see what this flag is. If it is a spot foul, then it should still be first down Indians at the 40-yard line, because the flag was thrown at the 30. And that is exactly what will happen. So 10 yards will be brought back. It'll be spotted at the 40, but it is still enough for a first down Indians, because the penalty, I didn't see what he signaled. I don't know if it was blocking the back or holding, but it was far enough downfield to where Wyatt Pennington still got enough positive yards to make it a net 10-yard gain for a first down. So Indians first and 10 at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Pass downfield to Wyatt Pennington. It's caught. If he can keep his balance, he's going to score, and he does. 40-yard touchdown pass to Wyatt Pennington as he hits him in stride down the right sideline. Great pass by Reed Sebastian. Great catch and run by Wyatt Pennington for the third Indian touchdown of the game as we hit the 4:29 mark to go in the first quarter. Extra point is good. Makes our score 21-0 as the Indians have capitalized on all 3 of their first quarter drives. Van Alstyne set to get it for the 3rd time momentarily. Indians set to kick off. Kick is going to be received around the 25-yard line. Gets out past the 30, and then he's tackled at the 31-yard line by Kel Barr, I believe. Isn't that who number 11 is? That is correct. I can see the names on the back of the jersey when they turn around. 4:25 to play. Van Alstyne will take possession at the 32-yard line, so their best starting field position of their 3 drives. Quarterback keeper on the left-hand side. He's tackled right around the line of scrimmage. Looks like maybe the 33-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 9 for Van Alstyne.
Let's go, team!
Number 3 gets out to the 30, their own 37-yard line. Be 3rd down and about 5. They need to get to the their own 42-yard line to get a first. As the defense for Sanger tries to tighten up right here. Four receivers out to the right for Van Alstyne. It is a pass. It is deflected at the line of scrimmage by Creedon Burner. Stepping in on his 2nd big defensive play of series again. And it does look like the punt unit for Van Alstyne is going to come onto the field for the 3rd time of the game.
Great defensive play right there by Creedon Burner.
When you see it's going to be a quick pass, what do? Get your hands up.
Hands up, and that's exactly what it did. Not only did he get his hands up, he got about 2 feet underneath him when he jumped, knocked that ball out of it, and it just died.
Fantastic play.
Forcing another Van Alstyne punt. Great play.
3:18 to play here in the 1st quarter, and the Indians are set to get the ball back once again. Austin Martin back to field it. Takes a Van Alstyne hop. It's going to be downed around the 30-yard line, officially the 32-yard line. 3:09 to play here in the 1st quarter. Well, cross country put themselves on the map yesterday by sweeping district, winning the girls varsity, girls JV, boys varsity, and boys JV. And if you missed our post, in boys JV, they got 5 of the top 6 spots individually and 8 of the top 10. It's an incredible performance for the JV boys. All 4 squads. Quick pass out to Joel Rodriguez on the right-hand side. He gets out to the 35-yard line. Be a gain of about 3 yards. Be 2nd down and 7 for the Indians. And the Lady Indians for volleyball continued the winning this evening by getting the win over Prosper Richland, a big win in 5 sets. Hand off to Reggie. Reggie makes a couple moves up the middle, spins out to close to 1st down yardage. It will be 1st down yardage. He'll be officially spotted at the 44-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians. Reggie showing early why he leads the district in rushing yards and touchdowns for that matter. Adding his...
He's so shifty, man.
He's got his 15th touchdown run tonight.
That was a pretty sunset, though.
It really was. Little jet sweep to Austin Martin. He has patience for his blocking. Gets downfield right around the line to gain. It's going to be marked at the 46 of Van Alstyne, and they are going to call that a 1st down. At least I thought. Yes, they are. So 1st and 10 Indians. They're at the 46-yard line of the Panthers. 1:51 to play. First quarter. Austin Martin in motion. Hand off to Reggie. Kicks it out to the left-hand side. Breaks the tackle. He gets another first down. Gets inside the 35, officially the 33-yard line of the Panthers. Is that a quick pass out to Austin?
Yeah,
Quick pass out to Austin Martin.
Down to the 10, maybe the
Looks
9?
like it's going to be spotted inside the 10, maybe around the 5-yard line. Well, I guess, okay, I saw 2 officials running down here. I was so confused what was going on. Looks like it's going to be the 11. Be 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line. Hand off to Reggie. Kicks it out to the left-hand side, finds a hole, gets inside the 5. He's still driving. He's in for the Sanger score.
What an effort. You know, Coach Rogers talks many, many times about execution, and that right there was execution by Reggie. He absolutely refused to go down. They had him at the 4, and they had him at the 3, and they had him at the 2, and he just dragged everybody into the end zone.
Yep.
Tremendous effort.
And that was only because he was too far away from his O-line to come help push him in.
Right.
He did it himself. But sometimes you'll see the O-line get over there and help push him in. They had pushed a lot of the bodies on the D-line through the middle of the field and didn't realize Reggie was so far out to the left. But that makes the score 28-0 with 58 seconds to play here in the first quarter. For those keeping score at home, Van Alstyne has 1 first down. So in the words of Jenny and Sarah, they do have something.
Something.
It's not nothing.
You got a smile out of our camera lady. Shout out to our camera lady tonight. Jenny is here with us. We appreciate her very much more than she knows.
We very much do.
I'm here.
She is amazing.
We have had more than one person come up and tell us how much
great
they
of a job she
appreciate
does,
her
yep.
and the great job that she does, because she does do a fantastic job. And there's no way that we could keep stats, call the game, and run the camera, just David and I alone, so we appreciate her.
Filled it inside the 20, kinda. Bobbled is more like it. He gets pushed out right around the 24-yard line. So this will be their, and 4 drives for Van Alstyne, this will be their worst starting field position. .52 seconds here to play in the first quarter. Short gain for the Panthers out to the 26-yard line, makes it 2nd down and 8. Less than 30 seconds to play here in the first quarter.
Ball's loose, ball's loose, ball's loose. Recovered by Van Alstyne.
That should take us to the end of the first quarter, unless Van Alstyne rushes into another play. So into the first quarter, Indians lead 28-0. It's gonna be 3rd down and 6 when we resume play here at the beginning of the second quarter. Brett, any thoughts on early goings here?
You know, being honest, coming into this game, I kind of thought that Sanger would walk away tonight with a 2-touchdown victory. Yet here we are just now starting the second, and we're up 28-0. I'm impressed with what I've seen. Not really impressed with what I've seen from the Sanger offense. It's what we expect.
Right.
I think I'm more impressed with this Sanger defense. They have been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
And why Creedon Burner has been a staple as far as in the middle of that linebacker core, he's getting his name called multiple times tonight for being in there on the plays with tackle for loss and a deflected pass, and having a great night on defensive side of the ball. There's several standouts on the offense side of the ball, including Reggie as usual.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm sure we can use this thing, but back in the day on the DFW radio station, Norm Hitzkes used to do a segment that he called plays that made a huge difference that you may not realize.
Yes, I remember that.
And right now, Creedon Burner's got two of them: the tackle for the loss and the deflected pass.
And the UNT game, it's 14-14. I'm going to go around some other area scores. They do a little, I don't know what that was. It looked like some kind of fake snap or something, but it is completed inside the 40-yard line. It looked like they were looking at the sideline and then they snapped the ball. So it looked like a little bit of a trickery there, because they basically look at the sideline like they're looking for another play, and then the ball snapped, and they were able to get one over on us a little bit there. That won't happen again, I can assure you. Jace was still in perfect coverage there. It was just a really good throw and catch. Quarterback keeper, he breaks one tackle in the backfield that would have been a tackle for loss, and now he's running downfield. We definitely had a hold there that was not, oh, there is a flag down. So this is going to be capped. They captured the hold. One of our players was holding his hands up. He's like, I can't even go anywhere. I couldn't see who was quite being held. It might have been Kel Barr. So for our Papa D's Games of the Week update, in the game played last night, Argyle beat Arlington Seguin 41-24. Ponder is leading over the Bowie 14-7. The Lindsay and Munster game as our game of the week is tied 14-14. Farmersville's up early on Bonham 7-0 start of the second quarter. Sanger ends up 28-0 here. Gainesville's trailing Cattle Mills 14-0. And then the other three games, Whitesboro, Salina, Pilot Point, have yet to kick off. So after the penalty, it's 1st down and 9. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's going to be pass interference. It's a touchdown, Van Alstyne, but that's going to be short-lived because there was an illegal block prior to the pass. You can't begin blocking prior to the pass. It becomes a pick play or offensive pass interference. It's a 10-yard penalty from the previous line of scrimmage. The Van Alstyne sideline not pleased with the call, but I saw it in live action. I knew it was going to be offensive pass interference. 11:01 to play here in a second. Y'all bear with me on the clock here. I'm trying to update games of the week. Doing a lot of things here. Brett's taking stats. That's why he's quiet. He's not ignoring us. He's just taking stats, and he's doing a phenomenal job. Quarterback keeper to the right-hand side. And he gets taken down right at the line of scrimmage. They have it listed as 2nd down and 24 on the scoreboard, so I'm going to agree to that because I don't have enough fingers and toes.
I show 2nd and 25, but I may have it off by a yard.
Steve Robinson gives us a shout out from Papa D. Said the food is great, and I agree. I'm a little bit jealous, Steve, but I'm at a great football game. Pass is thrown low, incomplete. Intended out here for to the left flat. It'll be 3rd down and 24 for the Valentine. Bola on the coverage there. 10:20 to play.
Go deep!
Pass deep downfield. Receiver was able to get behind the defender, but big pass rush.
I was about to say, you have to give that incomplete pass forced
To
to
the
the
D-line.
defensive line because they just bum rushed and destroyed the quarterback. Hopefully he's okay. He is making his way to the sideline right now, but that is going to force another punt. Great job, another fantastic job by the defense.
Looks like Sanger will take possession at the their own 23-yard line. That's their worst starting field position of the night. With the way this offense is running, though, I don't think it matters where they get the ball. 10:07 to play here in the first half. Shout out to Sanger Church of Christ, official church of Sanger Sports Corner. We want to thank Mason Peoples for being on board and bringing that to reality. We thank them. They're have church and Bible school classes available. Main worship goes from 10:30 to 11:30, and Bible classes ahead of that. Hand off to Reggie. Has a hole up the middle, cuts it out to the outside right. Breaks a couple of tackles, gets out close to the 40-yard line. To be officially spotted at the 39-yard line of the Indians on a big gain by Reggie. 1st and 10. As we tick below 10 minutes to play in the first half. Austin Martin in motion. Play action. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Throws it deep down the middle. Caught by Joel Rodriguez inside the 25-yard line. He'll be officially spotted at the 24. Great throw and catch by Reed and Joel. Big play for the Sanger Indians to get 1st and 10 inside the 25. Very well balanced attack here tonight. I do believe we have 2 touchdowns in the air and 2 touchdowns on the ground. Pass in the flat, Wyatt Pennington able to break the first tackle as the defender was on him right away, and he gets some well-earned yards. Trying to see the spot. Looks like it's going to be spotted at the 18-yard line. So a gain of 6 yards, 2nd down and 4 for the Indians. Reed Sebastian with Reggie and Austin Martin behind him. Hand off to Reggie, runs into one of his blockers, but then cuts back to the left and has room. He cuts it up the middle, gets inside the 5, down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal Indians at the 1. And that's going to be the Sanger Indian.
There is a flag on the play.
Version of the tush push. But there is a flag down. So that's Reed Sebastian, I think, in on the score. Is it Reed or Austin?
It was Reed.
Okay. But they're going to discuss the flag and see what the call is. I don't know if it was offsides or illegal motion. It is offsides on the defense. So that'll be declined. It'll be touchdown Sanger Indians. 8:34 to play here in the first half. Indians go up 34-0 pending the extra point. Extra point is good. Indians lead 35-0. 8:34 to play in the first half as I go over here and look at our Papa D's Games of the Week scores. Again, I guess that Argyle game was last night. I didn't catch that when I chose games. So Argyle won 41-24, or they played at 4 o'clock. I don't know. Ponder and Bowie game now at 14-14. Lindsay and Munster in our game of the week also at 14-14. Farmersville up, started the second quarter over Bonham, 7-0. Gainesville trailing Caddo Mills, started the second quarter 14-0. And then the remaining 2 games of the week, Whitesboro game and the Salina Sulphur Springs game, another big game between 2 top-ranked teams. They have not kicked. They probably have kicked. They're scheduled for 7:30, but we don't have an update on those games yet. And then UNT just scored to take the lead, 20-14, pinning the extra point in the UNT game. As Sanger gets set to kick off, already up 35-0 in this contest. Great kick that lands and is bobbled by number 10. He is able to make a couple of men miss. Gets downfield, out to midfield, but there's a flag down around the 31-yard line, 32-yard line. I do believe it's going to be a hold
Another
or a
flag
block in
came
the
in
back.
right here, just now. Another flag just now came in. So 2 flags, one way back here, one way over here.
So the one at midfield is probably going to be some type of after the play action.
It was definitely after the play, yes. Hold on the receiving team, personal foul on the kicking team.
So it looks like I believe both penalties will be enforced. It'll be a 10-yard spot foul from the 32, so that'll take them back to the 22, and then you add the 15-yard personal foul. That should put them out around the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Indians at the 37 or 1st and 10 Panthers at the 37-yard line is the way I would see that. Now, that doesn't mean that's what's going to happen. Yep, marks it back to the 22, and now he's going to count 15 off back to the 37. .8:26 to play in the half as Ben Alstein takes possession for the 5th time tonight. I do believe they've had 2 different kids at quarterback tonight. This is number 5 at quarterback, or 15 actually, excuse me. And he hands it off to number 28. He's gonna be tackled for a short gain. He's gain of 1 yard. He gets to the 40 or 38-yard line. That'll be 2nd down and 9 as we approach the 8-minute mark in the first half. Number 6 back to pass. Oh, just outside the reach of number 15. Incomplete pass, 7:40 to play here in the first half. Sanger leads 35-0.
All right, let's go, D! Let's go!
This is one of those games where you want to stay focused and come in and do what you want do your job. Not lose sight of your individual objective as a player. You get a big lead like this and you get complacent.
Yep, and we've seen it.
That's going to be offsides on the offense.
Not sure where he was going.
He was trying to get a head start.
This is It's perfectly fine in arena ball.
Well, he was across the line of scrimmage. Not only was he running towards it, he passed it. So that's going to back him up 5 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 14. He's like, man, the refs see we're down 35-0. Surely they won't mind me getting a head start. I think even our defense was like, what is he doing? I don't think the clock should have started there. It was a dead clock before that play. It should not have started, but less than 7.5 to go here in the first half. Pass down the middle. He does have a man. It's going to be caught. If he could have held his balance, he would have scored, but he loses his balance inside the 20. It'll be officially spotted at the 17-yard line of the Indians as Chris Ramirez comes out to get a breather. Chris had been out for a couple of weeks, and so he's probably still getting his stamina back. Quarterback keeper to the left-hand side, tries to cut it back the other way, has some room. Gets down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal, Van Alstyne at the 5. Opportunity for the defense to tighten up here, and that's going to be exactly Coach Rogers' thoughts. He wants to give them a breather and give them an opportunity to reset. That'll be a Hall Real Estate timeout. If you are considering selling your home or in the market to buy, lots of growth happening in Sanger, Hall Real Estate can help you with all your real estate needs. Go see Drew Hall at Hall Real Estate. He has a team of realtors that'll be glad to help you. He is locally owned and operated right there in Sanger, Texas. 6:42 to play here in the first half. UNT leads 21-14 over South Florida. Sold out stadium at DACU Field. Bowie's taking the lead over Ponder, 21-14. 6 minutes to play in the second quarter. Lindsay and Munster still tied at 14. Farmersville up 13-6 over Bonham. Caddo still up 14-0 over Gainesville. 7-0 Dallas Madison over Whitesboro early. Tackle for loss on that play by no other than J.J. Micus. So safe to say that was a great timeout call there.
Where's that ball spotted? I can't see it.
It looks like it's spotted at the 8-yard line.
Thank you.
Handoff number 28. He's going to be taken down right around the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be, right at the 8 again, so no gain on the play. It's going to be 3rd down. Best drive of the night for Van Alstyne, trying to capitalize and score. Number 6 at quarterback, number 28 at running back. Number 3 goes in motion. Number 6 back to pass. He has pressure. Throws it back across his body. But right there on the defense of that play is no other than Levi Hendricks, who's been an Iron Man of sorts the last couple of weeks, playing both sides of the ball. A healthy amount of plays. There's a lot of kids that kind of mix it in a little bit on both sides, but he's been playing a healthy amount on both sides. So that brings up 4th and goal. Looks like they're going to try to get on the scoreboard with a field goal here. They don't want to be shut out. So they'll set up at what will be a 25-yard field goal attempt with 5:31 to play here in the first half. It does appear to be good. So with 5:26 to play, I get to update the home score side of this scoreboard for the first time this evening. Makes it 35-3.
You can't say nothing anymore.
Nope,
Michael
sure
Kelly
can't.
will be disappointed.
And Sarah and Jenny will be happy.
I hate when it's nothing. It's sad.
Well, David and Non.
Sulphur Springs up 7-0 early in the Salina game. Sorry to interrupt there,
No,
Brett.
you're good. In non-football Sanger news, my oldest daughter and grandson are here.
And I saw that a while ago. I think I discovered they were here before you did.
You probably did.
You were so deep into your stats, which we all appreciate, because we'll have some very good unofficial halftime stats here shortly.
Yes. It only took me 3 game periods, but I finally got this new app figured out. And I'm actually be able to pay attention to the game at the same time, so it's working out.
Yeah, because there are a couple times my head's down trying to update the score of the clock, and you've told me if it was a pass or a run, because we're running downfield and I didn't know what happened. So Van Alstyne set to kick off only for the second time tonight since the opening kickoff of the game. They show onside and then split up into their normal splits. Pooch kick back to Levi. Levi Hendricks receives it just inside the 25, gets out past the 35. He's tackled right around the 38-yard line. Waiting for that official spot for you, Brett. .37-yard line. 2 minutes to play in the first half of the UNT game, and they continue to lead 21-14. Indians set to take possession of the 6th time tonight. We get a whistle. It's going to be an official's timeout. Something looks like the kicking tee for Van Alstyne left on the field. .5:20 to play here in the first half. Sanger leads 35-3. Quick pass over to Levi Hendricks. He breaks one tackle, gets outside, gets positive yards out to the 45-yard line. Be 2nd down and 2 for the Indians. 5:13 to play in the first half. Wyatt Pennington in motion. Back to pass. Into the left flat. Levi Hendricks complete again. Gets down to the 43-yard line of the Panthers. 1st and 10 Indians. 5:06 to play. Hand off to Bola. He gets some positive yards out the right side, is off to the races. There is a flag down. He does score, but we have a flag down at the 33-yard line, 32-yard line. It's going to be hold on the offense. Be a spot foul, so he will not be, it won't be 1st and 20, it'll be 1st and around 9. Depends on where they mark that off from. Okay, he counted off 11 yards just then instead of 9, or instead of 10, so that's interesting. So it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Indians. Good run by Bola. Looked like it was a 43-yard touchdown run, but called back by the hold. Pass out to Wyatt Pennington. Threaded the needle there. 1st down yardage.
Beautiful pass.
Gets down to the 30-yard line. Wyatt quietly, 29-yard officially there.
Thank you.
Wyatt quietly having a great game. Has a big touchdown in the first quarter running down the right-hand sideline. Bola still in at running back. Little pitch to Bola. Goes out right around the line of scrimmage, maybe a positive yard or 2. Yep, officially spotted at the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 9. .417 to play in the half. Austin Martin in motion. Hand off to Bola. Up the middle. Short gain. Now the offensive line pushes him forward. Looks like he's going to be spotted at the 27-yard line. So 1 yard gain. It'd be 3rd down and 8. Clock ticks below 4 minutes to play in the first half.
Reggie checks back in.
Wyatt Pennington in motion. Reed rolls to the right. Almost a great one-handed catch by Joel. Not able to bring it in. It's going to be 4th down and 8. You don't really gain much out of punting here, and I think this is a little bit outside of our field goal range, so I think we'll go for it here on 4th and 8. They get down to the 19, is that, or the, sorry, the 29? I don't know where we're at. We need to get to the 19,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, we got to get to the 19.
We have Cam Tuberville checking in.
Wide receiver. Wide receiver.
And that forces Van Alstine to call timeout. That's a Don Hall Construction timeout. If you're considering remodeling your home or considering building a new home, then Drew Hall at Don Hall Construction can help you with all your construction needs. Drew Hall's on board for the 3rd year in a row. We appreciate his support. Still 21-14 in that UNT game. South Florida does have the ball back, 1:38 to play in the first half. As we update our area games of the week, Ponder took the lead, has taken the lead 22-21 over Bowie. 5 minutes to play in the second quarter. Lindsay up over Munster 21-14 late in the second quarter. Farmersville up over Bonham 20-6. Cattle Mills up over Gainesville 21-0. Dallas Madison up over Whitesboro 14-7. Sulphur Springs leading over Salina 7-0. Pilot Point up over Dallas Academy Knights 14-0. And one other game not on our list, Aubrey tied with Paris 14-14. So 4th and 8. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Pass is intercepted by number 28. Not a bad situation there.
No,
You'd like to
no.
have gotten the first down, but actually they get worse possession, fielding position there because they intercepted it versus an incomplete pass. Incomplete pass, they'd have got it another 10 yards this way. So Van Alstine will take possession there inside their own 20. Officially looks to be marked at the 17-yard line. 3:28 to play here in the first half. I know Coach Rogers won't be pleased with that series. Van Alstine coach is out here on the field passing numbers. Pretty much a no-no from any level of football. All right, we're set for play. Try to get the Indians to jump off sides. They do not move. Van Alstine calls their plays with signal cards like a lot of colleges used to do. Quarterback keeper on the right-hand side. Battles for a few positive yards. Gets outside the 20. Officially marked at the 21-yard line. Be 2nd down and 6. Clock goes below 3 minutes to play in the game. Number 6 back to pass for Van Alstyne. Has pressure. Able to elude some of it, but then he is tackled by number 50, Lindsay. Be a loss on the play. So tackle for loss. Joshua Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
So 3rd down and looks to be 8. Can't quite tell what line that ball's at.
Looks like it's at the 19.
Clock goes below 2:20 to play here in the first half. You can tell they want to run the clock a little bit here so they don't give Sanger the ball back with too much time on it. Pass deep down the left-hand side.
That's going to be pass interference.
Yeah. Got to turn back for the ball. Chris was in good position. Ball was underthrown, but not able to turn his head and make the defensive play. Again, he's been coming back from an injury, so he's still getting back in playing shape. They know what he's capable of. He's a very young player, only a sophomore. I think we have 3 sophomores on the varsity, is that right?
I believe so, yes.
Christian Bush, him, and I'm missing one other. Should be 15 yards in the previous spot, so it should be brought out to the 34-yard line. I'm not sure what the long discussion is here.
Probably reminding them that it's not a spot foul.
Well, that, and it is a spot foul if it's less than 15 yards, but, oh, I guess they're saying that the contact happened way early.
Oh, okay.
So it is a spot foul, not 15 yards. Oh, no, they're at the 34. They're at 34, okay. So 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. 4 receivers to the left. They're going to go with the one-on-one match on the right-hand side. Bola in coverage. Receiver never found the ball. The incomplete 2nd down and 10 for the Panthers. 2:02 to play here in the first half. Good job by Bola holding up there. He could have put a big hit on that receiver when that ball was incomplete, but he chose not to, which keeps us from getting flagged. It makes it 3rd down and 10 with 1:57 to play here in the half. That's a lot of the discipline that you see with our players. Timeout, Van Alstyne. Another Don Hall Construction timeout. The pass was incomplete, so I didn't really need to call timeout there. They haven't taken a timeout off the board, and I didn't see official signal, but that's the only thing that would make sense here.
I don't think they're keeping up with the board because it's still showing 4th and down at the 19, and I'm showing 3rd and 10 at the 34.
Very fair, very fair. The score and the clock seem to be accurate. South Florida in the red zone with 5 seconds to play in the UNT game into the first half. When we do get to halftime, we will do a quick unofficial stat update while the bands are getting ready and set up.
Now I'm really confused about the Ponder and Bowie score because now it's showing halftime with Ponder on top 14-7. Because I could have sworn it was 22-21 a minute ago.
Yeah, you're right, it was. Let's go to Max Prep, see what Max Prep says.
Yeah, there's something.
So that could be a crowdsourced score in there.
It's something with David Campbell's because they've taken the Sanger score down also. Sanger and Van Alstyne showing 0-0. I'm just going to close out my app and then go open it back up.
Ponder is trailing Bowie 28-22, 4 minutes to play in the second quarter, according to Max Preps.
Yeah, this is something's wrong because the Sanger score's been erased.
Number 6 back to pass. It's going to be incomplete. Be 4th down and 10. 1:54 to play here in the first half. Be interesting decision here for the Van Alstyne coach. You got to think he's going to punt. Doesn't want to give the ball back to Sanger in their zone territory with this much time left. Would rather them go the distance of the field. So it does look like enough subbing has happened for this to be the punt team.
Austin Martin does drop back for Sanger. This would be a good time to be watching for a fake right here. Van Austin really has nothing to lose with 1:54 to go before halftime, but they are going to go ahead and punt it away. High punt goes out of bounds around the 43-yard line.
Yeah, there's definitely something wrong with Dave Campbell's Texas high school football. So we will get you our area scores the best we can. Some of them look to be accurate. Lindsay up 21-14 over Munster at halftime. Farmersville winning over Bonham 27-13 late second quarter. Cattle Mills up 27-0 over Gainesville at halftime. Whitesboro has tightened up that score with Dallas Madison trailing Dallas Madison 14, Whitesboro 13. And that Silver Springs and Salina game 7-7. Pilot Point leading 28-0. Aubrey Paris 14-14. Play action. Reed Sebastian rolls to his right, throws it out to Wyatt Pennington. Makes one man miss. Gets upfield and out of bounds. He gets into Panther territory. Looks to be spotted at the 42-yard line of the Panthers. Minute 38 to play here in the first half. With Crum being on a bye, you got to think their coaches and some players might be in attendance tonight. Hand off to Reggie. Crowded up the middle initially, but he's able to get about 3 yards down to the 39-yard line of the Panthers. Be second down and 7 as the clock ticks less than 90 seconds to play in the first half. Austin Martin in motion. Play action. Reed Sebastian back to pass. Has Joel Rodriguez deep, just outside of his reach. A lot of contact there. Austin Martin even calling for a flag there. Joel hustles out there to get the ball. It'll be a minute 7 to play here in the first half, and it'll be 3rd down and 7. Kenny chimed in and reminded me there was 2-minute warning, 2-minute stoppage of play.
2-minute timeout.
Earlier. I didn't realize that.
Oh, okay. So it wasn't a team timeout.
It wasn't a team timeout. It was 2-minute timeout.
Yeah.
4th down and 6. Call it 7. Reed Sebastian has Reggie to his right. Reed back to pass. Rolls out to his right. Gets it over to Wyatt. Got a flag in the backfield. I'm not sure what the flag is. 37 seconds to play here in the first half. Holding on the Indians there on that incomplete pass on 4th down. They'll decline the penalty and take possession there with 37 seconds to play. 37 seconds to play. Slower pace second quarter than the first. It was 28-0 at the end of the first quarter and only a 7-3 differential here in the second quarter. Rogers getting some explanations from the refs about something. Trip receivers to the left, single coverage out on the far right, and one running back in the backfield. Number 6 back to pass. He's heading to the one-on-one side out there where Jace Jackson's in coverage. Jace has perfect coverage as normal. Incomplete pass. No time ticked off that clock. That's magical clock.
Wow, yeah. Should have been about at least 4 to 5 seconds.
Yeah. Nothing came off the clock, people. One of the officials from the far back, I think he got the attention of the main official, and now they're trying to get word to the press box that you take 5 or 6 seconds off that clock. It should be at least 32, 31 seconds left on it. .31 seconds. Bolin, perfect coverage. Oh, tries to intercept it. Not able to come down with the ball, but makes it incomplete. 23 seconds to play here in the half. It'll be 3rd down and 10.
Great defense by Bowler right there. He played
He
the
was
ball the
in
entire
perfect
way.
position. You got to think from the Panther side here. I know they want to get a first down, but they also don't want to leave too much time. Sanger can score quickly, as we've seen all season. Got to think this might be a run play. At least force Sanger to call a timeout. It's a pass in the flat, high percentage catch there, and it is caught. Minimal gain, and just as I thought, Coach Rogers calls timeout. Player gets stopped at their own 44-yard line. Looks like they will send out the punt team with 16 seconds left. 4th down. That timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate. If you're looking to venture into buying a new home, you can go see Drew Hall and his team of realtors at Hall Real Estate, located at Pecan Street and northbound I-35 Furniture Road. He'll be glad to help you. Thank you, Drew Hall, for your continued support. 3rd year in a row coming on board as a sponsor. Looks like they have the scores back up to date on some of these games anyways. Maybe we'll do that update after we get past the last remaining seconds of this half. Ball gets downed at the 26-yard line with 7 seconds to play. So you want to play here?
You didn't take a timeout for nothing.
Yeah, I agree. You got to think they're going to be in deep cover 4 defense, you would think.
Mm-hmm. That's when you hand it to Reggie.
And, yeah, valid point.
And then just make them catch him.
Some of the younger sub-varsity teams have that hook and ladder play. Might be.
But it does look like your assessment for the defense is correct. They are basically in a prevent.
Reed does have a big arm. He can throw the ball pretty deep downfield if he can get a receiver open deep. It is a handoff to Reggie. Breaks tackles beyond midfield. Another big run for Reggie to close out the first half. Gets down to the 48-yard line of the Panthers before we close out the half. So while our buddy Brett puts the finishing bow on the update for stats, I'll go over area scores again. Bowie leads Ponder 28-21. I believe that's halftime. It says start of second quarter, but I believe that's halftime. Lindsay leads Munster 21-14 at halftime. Farmersville up over Bonham 27-13 late second quarter. This game 35-3 as we go into halftime. Cattle Mills leads Gainesville 27-0 at halftime. These scores brought to you by Papa D's. And then Whitesboro trailing Dallas Madison 21-13. Sulphur Springs and Salina tied at 7, start of the second quarter. Dallas Academy Knights trailing Pilot Point 35-0 with 7 minutes to go in the second quarter. And then Paris leading Aubrey 21-14 in the second quarter. So, Brett, you got some stats for us?
I do. Give me just a second while it's still coming up. There we go. I'm looking to see where how to find Sanger.
You go to players.
I'm on the leaders. Ah, got it. All right, here we go. Reggie Jones, 12 rushes for 151 yards, 2 touchdowns. Bola, 4 rushes for 6 yards. Austin Martin, 1 rush for 2 yards. Reed Sebastian, 1 rush for 1 yard and a touchdown. Passing, Reed Sebastian, 13 of 19 for 250 yards and 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Receiving, Levi Hendricks, 4 receptions for 103 yards and a touchdown. Wyatt Pennington, 5 receptions, 75 yards. Joel Rodriguez, 2 receptions for 40 yards. And Austin Martin, 2 receptions for 32 yards. Van Alstine rushing, their leading rusher, number 8. Looks like their quarterback has 5 rushes for 14 yards. Number 15 has 3 rushes for 12. Number 6 has 6 rushes for 5. Passing yards, they are 4 for 13 for 100 yards. Receiving, number 20 has 2 receptions for 56 yards, and number 3 has 2 receptions for 42 yards to break your halftime score, 35-3.
Perfect job, Brett. Appreciate you taking care of the stats. The stats are brought to you by Cat Plumbing. For all your plumbing needs there in Sanger, go see Michael Berner at Cat Plumbing. We are going to keep the sound on and show you the halftime show. I don't know if we're facing the front or the back. I don't know how that works, but I think they perform usually for the home crowd.
They do.
But you'll have a visitor stands view of the band performance.
And we'll be back.
Thank you.
Hang on like this.
All right, we're almost set for the second half.
Great job by both bands.
Yeah, they had outstanding performances. Hopefully you got to see as much of that as you would like. If you're just joining us, Sanger jumped out to a big first quarter lead of 28-0. And then scoring slowed down for the Indians in the second quarter as they outscored the Panthers 7-3 in the second quarter. Panthers will get the ball first here in the second half.
Panthers did start moving the ball a little bit better there late in the second, before the defense finally held them to their lone score of a field goal. Again, I'm still, I think, more impressed by this Sanger defense right now. We expect the drives that the offense put together. It's just kind of an expectation these days. There's some situations as Van Alstyne now enters the field for the second half. You get to a certain point, and now it just becomes an expectation, and you can't go back. So we expect this from the Sanger offense, but what I'm impressed with is this defense. They've done a phenomenal job. The one turnover of the game, the interception by Reed Sebastian, basically a short punt. It was 4th and long. The change of direction, if we did punt, most likely from the area we were at, would have gone into the end zone, would have got it at the 20. I think they got the interception right around the 19-20, so
wasn't a lot of difference there.
No harm, no foul. And here come our Indians. Fired up. They're a little bit more fired up right now than they were before the game, too, so that's a good sign.
I'm sure the message there was, look, we have to finish this game. We've been up on this team by 2 scores before, and we're set to go up by 3 scores. And the tide changed last year. And right now, while we did outscore them in the second quarter, you got to think some of the momentum's on the Panthers when you look at the difference between the first quarter and second quarter.
Correct, 100%.
So I'm sure that Roger's message was we can't not execute and not get on those 2 drives. He would have liked to have seen 2 more scores and make it, say, 49-3 at halftime, because we had 2 4th downs we didn't execute inside Panther territory. Indians set to kick off. Fielded around the 21-yard line. Brought out past the 30. Gets out to the 35, roughly. Officially spotted at the... I'm waiting for it. Looks like the 34. 35.
Kind of wandering around.
35. Well, I guess the pink out has some pink smoke with it.
I don't care which team is which at any football game. I love watching the student section have a good time.
Yeah. Panthers set to play. Little pitch out to the running back. He gets tackled about the line of scrimmage, be no gain on the play. Tackled on the play by Joshua Lindsay. He's had a couple of tackles on the night. Back to pass. Low across the middle. Incomplete. Be 3rd down and 10. 11-18 to play in the 3rd quarter. Back to pass. Under pressure. Rolls out to his right, has some room to run, but he gets tackled down. Ball comes out late. They're going to call him down. He gets right around the line of scrimmage. Looks like it's going to be no gain on the play. It'll be 4th down and 10 as Van Alstyne will send out their punt team and go 3 and out on the opening drive of the second half. Is that J.J. Micus on that tackle?
Yep. I put it down as a sack.
I'll take it.
It's close enough to be directly behind the line of scrimmage.
Good punt. Awesome Martin waves everybody away from it. Takes a Sanger bounce sideways. The touchdown around the 34-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 Indians ball at the 34 for their first possession of the second half. 10:19 to play here in the third quarter. Hand off to Reggie. Has space. Makes a run out to the outside. He's outside the numbers. He's off to the races. I don't see any flags down. That's going to be a touchdown from 66 yards. Reggie gets the scoring going here in the second half. 10:05 to play in the third quarter. Sanger takes no time at all in the third quarter to get on the board. Extra point is up and good. Indians lead 42-3 in that UNT score. South Florida has jumped up on them quickly in the third quarter, lead 35-21. Wow. So let's go Mean Green, come back and change that score around.
You know, I'm going to say something real quick about this game, and it's not just this game. You know, Angelo Morales obviously does a great job with these extra points, but you have to give a lot of credit to Hendricks.
The holder, yes. Some of the snaps are not perfect.
Some of the snaps are not great, and it's high school. We're not talking bad about anybody, but Hendricks has done a phenomenal job of getting that ball down in place and not throwing off the steps of Angel to get the ball through the uprights.
Papa D's area scores of the game, area games of the week score updates. Bowie winning over Ponder 28-22 at halftime. Munster leading 35-28 over Lindsay. 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Farmersville winning at Bonham 27-13 as this kickoff is down to the 13-yard line. He's going to get tackled by Kale Barr inside the 20 as we have several flags thrown in on the play. So let's wait to see what this is. So finish area scores. Sanger obviously leading 42-3 here. Cattle Mills up 27-0 over Gainesville at halftime. Whitesboro up over Dallas Madison in a comeback. They were trailing earlier, 28-27, late second quarter. Salina up over Sulphur Springs 31-7 at halftime. That game was 7-7 the last time I checked it. Pilot Point up over Dallas Academy Knights 56-0 at half. Paris leading Aubrey 28-17.
Penalty was a holding penalty. Move them back 10 yards, be 1st and 10.
Rolls out to his left. Pass downfield, wide open, number 20. Blown coverage there. Has to be a missed assignment there on the defensive coverage. As he gets out to the 37-yard line for a 1st and 10 Panthers. Quarterback rolls to his right. Passing the flats, incomplete, intended for number 3, Bola on the coverage. 9:46 to play here in the third quarter. Should be second down, right? So they haven't changed the marker.
I show 2nd and 10, yes.
Yeah, it has not changed the marker on the sideline.
Is it a flag on the play?
Illegal formation. Be a 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down. Be second down and 15. 9:27 to play here in the third quarter. So that put Reggie over 200 yards in the game, didn't it?
Had to have.
Quarterback rolls to his right, chased by Dez Simpson, throws it back left. Wide open number 3. He's off to the races, just chased by Bola and Chris Ramirez. Chris Ramirez with the tackle inside Sanger territory to 35-yard line. Big play for the Panthers. Little misdirection there. They roll out to the right and throw it back to the left. Panthers set to play. Back to pass. Throws it out at Chris Ramirez again. Chris closes in on the coverage.
The ball's on the ground. How is that a caught ball? The ball's on the ground. How are they saying that was recent?
I think it was caught and then he rolled over and then it came out. Be first and goal at the 5-yard line. $8:45 to play. Little pitch out, falls on the ground. He picks it right back up. He's going to be in for the touchdown for Van Alstyne with 8:36 to play here in the third quarter. Makes your score 42-9 pending this extra point. They do set up in swinging gate. Looks like they're going to try to go for 2 here. Or actually a split formation, not swinging gate. Little razzle-dazzle here, and he's going to get tackled in the backfield by a tribe of Indians. So it will remain a single-digit score. Van Alstyne's coach is hot about something. I don't really know what, other than his trick play didn't work.
Oh, never mind. See if I stand up and show some spirit in the stands ever again.
Yeah, they didn't do anything to me.
We were the first ones to stand up.
I agree. Oh, I'll knock it down. I'll Matumbo that thing. Just ask the volleyball game. Saved our equipment that day. Well, our equipment, maybe not theirs.
Yeah.
All right, we digress. 42-9. Sanger to receive what is their third kickoff of the night. Van Alstyne's bunched up. You definitely want to look for an onside kick here because they're trailing by a lot. 33 points down. Fielded by Jace Jackson around the 22-yard line. He's pretty much taken down into place. Gets out to maybe the 23. Looks like it. I'm going with the 23-yard line, Brett. 8:31 to play in the third. South Florida goes up on UNT 42-21. That's escalated quickly. Something changed in that game. I don't know if there's a key injury on one of the sides or something, but
I think they're waiting on a. Oh, you're talking about that game.
yeah, I don't know what's going on in our
I think
game.
they're waiting on a Sanger ball. Oh, there's a flag. Okay, there's a flag on the play.
I think it's illegal formation of some sort against the kicking team. So he did the illegal motion signal, and you can't have a false start on kickoff. So you have the option to re-kick here if you like. So you take the ball at the 23 or you re-kick. So 5-yard walk-off after the play. So that'll put Sanger at the 28-yard and start this drive. 8:31 to play in the third. Indians lead 42-9. Little reverse to Austin Martin. Goes for a loss on the play. Not able to make it to the outside. There is a penalty flag on the far side of the field. Ben Austin, coach, has been on the field more than their kicker.
It's a true story. I know you're joking around, but it's true.
8:17 to play in the third quarter.
Maybe a sideline warning? Yep, sideline warning against Van Alstyne.
So the play stands, and that's just when they throw the flag like that, it's a warning. Exactly what it sounds like, and then if it happens again, it'll be a flag. That usually means a coach or a player was standing in the white when a ref went to go make a move to be able to get a better viewpoint of the play. That white area just the edge of the sideline is the referee's territory for safety reasons. Hand off to Reggie. Reggie gets taken down after a short gain. Looks to be out to the 26-yard line. Be 3rd down and 12 as the clock ticks below 8 minutes to play. The third. It's got to be Reggie's shortest run of the night.
Mm-hmm.
They give it back to him again, and this time he goes right up the middle.
Makes up for it.
This is a much longer run than the previous one. If he can make the corner right there, he beats that guy. If he can cut back inside.
And he does! Oh my gosh, what a move by Reggie!
Touchdown, Indians from about 70 yards out.
At the last second. Wow!
If you're a college scout and you're not looking at him to come play for you next year, you are missing the boat.
Wow. What a kid. Not just a great athlete, just a tremendous
great human
kid
being.
Too. Yes.
Makes our score 48-9, pinning the extra point. Extra point is up and good. It's 3rd and 12. Let me just hand it off to my
Just give it to Reggie.
400-yard running back.
Yeah, it's 3rd and 12. Let's at least try to get a little bit of yards back, and then we can just set up for a punt or
Or
just
score.
go ahead and score. Coach Rogers must have called that play.
It worked, so yes. The previous 3 plays on that drive.
Yeah, that was chance.
Chance. What do you think Crum's thinking at this point? How do you stop 22?
How do you stop 22? That's what I think everybody in the district is like, how do you slow him down? You don't. That's the thing, you don't. And
he is a machine.
And you give Reggie all the credit in the world, but again, those guys up front are opening things up.
They are. They are. He does a really good job of seeing the holes.
He does.
Part of that's like the same 22 we watched throughout the 90s. Is Emmett wasn't the fastest running back. Emmett had a great O-line, just like Reggie's running behind. But Emmett had great vision to see the holes and make the cuts, and that's what Reggie's doing. There's a flag down on this play as well. Runner gets out to beyond the 30-yard line, pinning this penalty. Usually in the area of a block in the back or a hold on the return team. And Reggie, in true fashion, just went down there and high-fived every single one of his linemen and Wyatt Pinson, who works as an extension of the O-line at H-back.
Yeah.
It is some type of penalty against the return team. That'll put them inside the 20, right at the 20-yard line. Start this drive. 7:23 to play here in the third quarter. Sanger's already at the number they put up against Cattle Mills last week in the full game, and we still have a quarter and a half to play. For 6, back to pass. He gets hit as he throws.
That's going to be another pass interference call.
It's not a bad penalty because it would have been a 40-yard pass. Instead, it's a 15-yard penalty. If he turns back,
it's an interception.
He might intercept that.
Yeah.
He's going to have to make a good play on the ball once he turns back. But if he's able to keep running at that speed and then turn around and make a play of the ball, I think he was trying to time when the ball was going to get there based on the receiver looking for the ball, and he just was a little early. Oh, we got some cheerleaders over here taking pictures with some of the Van Alstyne ladies. That's very sweet of them. They brought a present over to the Lady Indians.
That was very nice.
Pass out onto the flat to number 3. He's immediately met by a couple of Indians, but breaks the tackles and gets out to the 45-yard line. Close to a first down, depending on the spot.
Unless it was a pass or a rush.
It was a pass out on the flat. It was sideways, so it could have been a lateral, but it's going to be an official's timeout here for an injury on the field to the number 3, the runner there. I would call it a pass because it looked like it was probably slightly forward. Be 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 45. 7:06 to play here in the third quarter. Use this opportunity to update our area scores. So in our area games of the week, Ponder trails Bowie 28-22 at halftime. Munster up over Lindsay now 42-28 early fourth quarter. Farmersville up over Bonham 41-13 in late third quarter. Gainesville trails Cattle Mills 27-0 at halftime. Whitesboro up over Dallas Madison 28-7 or 28-27 at halftime. Salina up over Silver Springs 31-7 at halftime. Pilot Point up 56-0 at halftime. Aubrey trailing the Paris Wildcats 28-17 also at halftime. Number 6 out to pass. Kel Barr in coverage. It would be a great catch by number 2 for Van Alstyne inside the 20 down to the 18-yard line. Great throw and catch. Quarterback was running for his life with the pursuit of the D-line from the Indians. Able to make a great play and make a great catch on the other end of that throw. Throws out to his left. Throws it out into the flat. It's going to be caught right short of the sideline. Stop the clock inside the 10. 1st and goal for the Panthers. Eight minutes to go in the third quarter. Bowie is now taking the lead 35-22. Again, area scores brought to you by Papa D's. We want to thank Diego and Lulu for their continued support 2 weeks in a row on our area games of the week. Thank you for that. Go out and see our friends at Papa D's. Tell them Brett and Dave sent you. Number 6, back to pass, across the middle, little high, tipped. but no other player in the area to try to catch or intercept that. 5:53 to play in the third, 49-9, Sanger Indians lead. It's going to bring up second down and goal. Looks to be at the 8, Brett. Is that what you got?
That's what I've got.
Okay. Number 6 back to pass. Oh, he bobbled that. He's going to be out of bounds. He does come down. He eventually catches it, but by the time he has possession, he's out of bounds, and he ends up on the track. Hopefully he's okay. Looks like he's bouncing back up.
Tremendous effort by that young man.
He did. He never gave up on that throw, and he's telling the ref he caught it, and the ref's like, yeah, you did, but your feet weren't in bounds.
Yeah, he's still bobbling whenever he was heading out, but yeah, it's still a tremendous effort about holding on to it. And yeah, I can only imagine that landing on that track is not comfortable.
No. I wouldn't want to land on it if I was just standing up, much less running. Third and goal. Panther sets for the snap. Handoff number 15 up the middle. Has some space. Oh, and then he's tackled by number 6, Luke Hendricks. Looks to be right around the 5 or 6 yard line. I can't quite see the spot. Looks to be the 6 yard line. Oh, actually the 5. I can see the ball on the 5 yard line.
The 5. Thank you.
Less than 5.5 minutes to play in the third.
4th and goal.
Big play for this defense. Sanger Indians fans get loud. Love to see the support of this team. There's going to be a timeout called by Coach Rogers. 5:11 to play in the third. I don't know if he saw something didn't like or just wanted to talk to the team about making a stop.
You don't think that they're going to discuss where they're going to stop for burgers after the game?
I heard Jules Burkeen was hosting the team at her house after the game.
Oh, yeah, good call.
I don't think she heard me.
UNT now trails 49.
This timeout brought to you by Hall Real Estate. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. You're good. You're good. 49-28 UNT trails now.
So they did score. They were down
They did, yeah.
42-21. Now both teams have scored again. Again, home timeouts or Sanger timeouts brought to you by Hall Real Estate. Go see Drew Hall at Hall Real Estate for all your real estate needs. If you're thinking about selling your home or buying a home, he'll be glad to help. Has a team of realtors located right there in Sanger, Texas. Big 4th down here for the Sanger Indians defense. Back to pass. J.J. Micas in chase. They throw back to the other side again. Wide open, number 3 on the backside pursuit. So they roll right, throw it to the backside. That play's been open a couple times there. Makes our score 49-15 pending the extra point. They set up in the split formation again. Now they look like they'll send in their actual extra point team. The offense is on the field when they set up for that split formation. .505 to play in the third. That was Jace Jackson's first opportunity to try to to block an extra point tonight. He was almost in there.
He got close.
He was almost in there. So that makes our score 49-16. Indians lead by 33 points. Interesting there because if you go for 2 there and get it, then you're up by then you're only trailing by 32, which is 4 possessions. Now we're still up by 5 possessions.
Mm-hmm.
So the math there should have said they should have gone for 2.
Yep.
But that's why he's the coach at Van Alstyne and I'm the commentator for Sanger. He knows more than I do. You're saying maybe not?
I've seen you coach football for many, many, many years, brother. Back in the day, I was Michael Kelly's go-to for softball. You're my go-to for football. You know, it's funny, and then I've just call it retired, and Michael Kelly just kept on going, and still nowadays I'm like, I don't know, Michael, what's that rule?
Kick to Jace Jackson again. Jace makes a move, makes a couple players miss. Gets out close to midfield. Looks to be around the 47-yard line. That'll set up the Indians 1st and 10 at the 47. 4:58 to play here in the third quarter. The elements have been nice to us tonight, Brett.
Very nice. I can only imagine that my sweet wife is probably cold.
She's got a little jean jacket on. She's sporting over here, styling and profiling.
Jean jacket and a hoodie around her waist.
Reed Sebastian over to pass. Wyatt Pennington makes a catch. He gets downfield inside the 30. He goes from our own 47.
Here.
That play had a chance to put Wyatt above 100 yards in the game and receiving, but I think the penalty is going to knock some of that yardage off of that. It is a hold against the Indians. So that'll set up Sanger, I believe, at 1st and 8 at their own 49-yard line. So if I understand the way that works, he gets 12 yards for positive yards for Wyatt Pennington, and then it's 10 penalty yards bringing it back to the 49. I don't know how that works in that app, but that's just the way it works in my mind. And the app might be smarter than me.
I came up with 1st and 8.
It is 1st and 8. Austin Martin with the catch out in the flat. If he could have kept his balance, he might have ran for a while, but instead he gets 1 yard gain out to the 50. And now we have a very late flag. I think this is going to be on Van Alstyne. I think we're going to get 15 yards against Van Alstyne as one of the coaches continues to yell at one of his players on the Van Alstyne sideline. I'm assuming it's unsportsmanlike conduct, but I don't know for sure. See if I can get a
dead ball.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Van Alstyne Panthers. It's going to be 15-yard penalty and 1st down for the Indians at the 35-yard line of the Panthers. 4:18 to play here in third quarter. It's hard to get the play off when you have a coach for the other team on the field out to the numbers. Still don't understand what's going on here, why he's upset. But hand off to Reggie. Breaks it up the middle. 1st down yardage. Gets inside the 25. Looks to be around the 23-yard line. Be 1st and 10 again for the Indians. And shout out to our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner, Church of Christ. We appreciate their continued support. They've been on board for the season, for all of our athletic seasons this year, as we tick below 4 minutes to go in the third. Reed back to pass, has a little bit of pressure. Looks like there's going to be a holding call against the Indians. 2 flags on the play. It's 1st and 10 Indians. We'll see what the penalty is officially.
It's going to be in the area holding.
I'm assuming both flags are probably the same penalty. Yeah, it is a holding call against the Indians. It'll be first down and 20.
Two fouls in the play. Holding from Sanger, holding from Van Olsen.
Oh, offsetting penalties. I didn't see that.
Offsetting penalties.
So that'll replay the down. They'll stay right where we're at. Be first and 10. I stopped watching when I saw the holding against the Indians. I did not realize it was offsetting. 3:33
I
to
didn't
play.
see it either. I just barely heard the PA announcer. But
And Sanger even started backing up.
yeah, saw that.
So ball at the 23-yard line. First and 10, Sanger. Very nice night out here. Clock is running, so now we, fumble on the play.
It's going to be a false start. The entire offensive line took off before the ball was snapped.
Very timely there because the ball was, I don't think Reed was even ready for the snap. And it was about to unravel there. Coach Rogers telling everybody to calm down. Be first and 15. I'd hand it to Reggie or Bola. Bola's back there now. Let Bola get a chance to go score. There's a lot of options here. We got so many weapons. Reed back to pass. Down the seam to Austin Martin. He holds on to it. It's caught for the Sanger Indian touchdown. Speaking of weapons, we told you at the start of the game he was 9th in the area. In both rushing and receiving yards. 9th in the district, excuse me. Good snap, good hold. Kick is good. Makes the score 56-16.
David is?
What am I doing?
My grandson's over here tooting on his dad.
Use this opportunity to look at area scores again, brought to you by Papa D's. Bowie leads Ponder 35-22 with 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. Munster leads the Lindsay Knights 49-28. Farmersville up over Bonham 55-13. Oh yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Thank you, Michael Kelly.
I haven't had to adjust their score rate.
I know.
I'm out of practice. Let's see, where was I at? Cattle Mills up 27-0 at halftime. That game hasn't been updated in a while. Whitesboro up 28-27. And Salina up 31-7. Pilot Point now up 62-0 over Dallas Academy Knights.
Wow. It's good to see Pilot Point rolling again.
Yeah. Todd Worrell, I think is his name that's in there.
He's having a whirl of a season.
Bada bing.
$32-yard line?
Yep, looks like it's 32 is what I'm seeing. Waiting for the official in the middle to give me a, yep, it is going to be the 32-yard line. Big pass deep down the left-hand side. Bola in stride with the receiver. Ball falls incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Panthers. 2:40 to play here in the third. Quarterback rolls out to the left, throws out into the flat. Caught by number 20. He's had a big night. Looks to be short of the first down. Should be third down and about 1. Play action, then quarterback keeper has some space up the middle. Get tackled by Levi Hendricks. Levi looks like he banged up his hand a little bit. He's going to come out for Kel Barr. Good breather. Levi's been playing both ways. Another quarterback keeper after the play action. It's like a read option, and then he just follows the running back after he doesn't hand it off. Short gain on the play, be second down and 9. Gets to the 30-yard line of the Indians. 56-16. Less than a minute 10 to play here in the third quarter. Play action again, number 15 breaks a couple tackles in the backfield. A couple Indians had the opportunity. Ball comes out, and it's going to be scooped up by Bola. This is a live play. Bola is off to the races. Nobody's going to get him. That's going to be a scoop and score of 70-plus yards after the fumble and subsequent return to put Sanger's score into the 60s, making it 62-16, pinning the extra point with 44 seconds to play here in the third quarter. Brett, I thought you told me they were done scoring in the third.
I'm busy.
Okay. I bet you are. I'm sure Bola's tired. I don't know if he's in on point after attempts or not, but he's going to need a breather. Extra point is up and good. Makes our score 63-16. I didn't have this on my bingo card.
Yeah, I'm going to figure this one out. All right, so help me out here. So they advanced it to the 25.
The good news. Oh.
Holy.
Hi, guys.
Wow.
Welcome back.
So
Turning you down.
loud.
So good to see y'all. I haven't talked to you in a little bit.
Oh, my.
Hey,
Okay.
can y'all hear me?
Fumble lost. Recovered by Bola.
Guys, I caught that on video.
Nice. Good job.
I was very proud.
Advanced.
Advance for the touchdown.
It doesn't give you that option. That's the thing. Result in the play is fumble lost. Yes. Defensive touchdown. There it is.
you go.
Okay. There it is. There it is.
Perfect.
There it is.
Uh-oh. I think I just
That
got the
did
water
it.
bottle.
There we go. There we go.
Did the score matches? Pot
And-
right?
Well, and
After you do the extra point?
kick. Take that back. Remove last play. Yes. 62. Kick. PAT. Result made. Yes.
Squib kick. Picked up by number 2. He gets knocked down by a couple of Indians, but the main one I saw on the play is number 11, Kel Barr. That's what I was going to say, but I wasn't 100% sure. 38 seconds to play here in the third quarter. If you haven't had fun watching this game and as a Sanger Indian fan,
Well, let me rephrase that for you. If you haven't had fun watching this, you're not a Sanger Indian fan.
It's probably accurate.
Again, big stops and a key turnover right there by this Sanger defense.
Very opportunistic defense throughout the season, having turnovers every single week. Number 6, back to pass. Jace went in for the big hit, not able to make the play. Helped out by his teammates. But after about a 16-yard gain to the 43-yard line officially of the Indians for a first down for the Panthers. I think Jace was trying to get in on the turnover action there.
I think he was too. We forgot this really cool thing called wrapping up.
He fell down on his own.
Yeah,
There better not be a flag there. Yeah, he's not even asking for one. I think he knows he fell down on his own. Incomplete, 6 seconds to play here in the third. Number 6, back to pass. Wide open, number 3, backside. Makes a move. Levi Hendricks throws him down around that 9-yard line, 8-yard line officially. First and goal for the Panthers. That'll be the end of the third quarter. Big shout out to our Sanger Church of Christ being on board with our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner. You can see them Bible classes on Sundays from 9:30 to 10:15 and the full worship service from 10:30 to 11:30, or Wednesday evenings from 7 to 8. We want to thank Mason Peebles and company over at Church of Christ for being on board as our official church of the Sanger Sports Corner. Panthers set up first and goal. Pass out into the flat behind him. Could be a, okay, they're going to call it incomplete, so it's a forward pass.
I hear him.
Go defense!
Bowie now up on Ponder 42-22. Farmersville over Bonham 55-13.
Third down and goal. Little pass into the flat. Spins and gets in for the touchdown. Great effort, individual effort by the Panthers there. That's number 28 for the Panthers to get into the end zone. Makes it 63-22, pinning the extra point, with 11:14 to play.
Kick is up and good. 63-23, 11:14 to go.
Okay.
What, breeze feels good. You know what that means? Getting very close to fire pit weather.
I'm working to get the overlay back on there. I've done something to not allow that. I don't know what I've done here. Big return there for, looked like Levi Hendricks, out to almost the 40-yard line. Hand off to Reggie, up the middle, inside Panther territory. Be 1st and 10 Indians, officially spotted at the 47-yard line of the Panthers. Less than 11 minutes to play. Indians lead 63-23. Hand off to Reggie. Another positive play down to around the 40-yard line. Looks to be officially spotted at the 41. Bola going to check in for Reggie. (10-11 to play). Reed Sebastian rolls out to the right and takes off with it. Lowers his helmet and runs down about the 25-yard line. There's going to be a flag on the play. It's going to be a late hit out of bounds for dragging the player to the ground 5 yards out of bounds. Clock ran a little longer. It was 9:43 when I first saw them wave it off, and it kept going down to 9:40, but we're okay with that. Good run by Reed Sebastian there.
I like to see Reed running with the ball.
I do too. It's another weapon that they have. He's faster than you think.
He's faster.
And when he runs like that and lowers that helmet and
when he
lowers that shoulder, rather.
When he runs like that, he doesn't give himself enough credit.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see him running like that. That's a great job.
This should take them down to 1st and goal. Looks like it's going to be spotted actually at the 11-yard line. Be 1st and 10 Indians at the 11. 9:40 to play. Indians lead 63-23. Panthers are at the crumb score for last week. Indian Bobcats scored 23 points. We scored a lot more than 19 though. Pass out on the flat to Joel Rodriguez. Makes a move.
Down to the 4.
Looks like it's going to be the 4-yard line. Be 2nd down and 2. 4,
Yeah,
2nd down and 4.
2nd and 3. They can get a
First down without
scoring. Yes.
Austin Martin in motion. Another play action keeper for Reed Sebastian. Gets down to about the 5-yard line. Be 3rd down. 3rd down and 3. You got about a yard on the play. Less than 9 minutes to play in the game. Looks like we have the mountain package in. Austin Martin will take the snap. Has Creedon Burner in there to his right. Austin Martin off to the races. He gets pulled down right around the goal line, but I think that's enough for a 1st down.
Definitely. I'm going to have an injury timeout.
Should be 1st and goal, Indians. Waiting for the official. Well, yeah, it is 1st down. Official originally singled 4th down, so I think he thought it was goal to goal, but it is 1st and goal at the 1. 8 minutes to play here in the game. Sanger on the doorstep of scoring again. Another opportunity to give us area scores real quick here. Almost pulled my own headphones off. They're like, we're tired of hearing you anyways. All right. Ponder trails Bowie 42-29. 7.5 minutes to play. Final in Munster. Munster wins over Lindsay 49-28. Battle of 82 is taken by the Munster Hornets. Farmersville up over Bonham 55-19. Gainesville trailing Caddo Mills 41-0 late 3rd quarter. Whitesboro taking control of the game versus Dallas Madison 42-27 3rd quarter. Also in the 3rd quarter, Salina up over Sulphur Springs 31-7. Pilot Point up 70-0 over Dallas Academy Knights.
Nice.
And Paris up 42-17 over Aubrey. The mountain package still in. Quarterback keeper for Austin Martin goes in untouched. Probably would have scored in flag football right there. .7:58 to play. Indians lead 69-23, pending the extra point. Good hold by Levi Hendricks. The extra point is good, makes it 70-23. I didn't have this on our bingo card.
No, I was projecting a 2-score win by the Indians.
projecting a 5 score?
Absolutely.
How many
no.
scores is it? 70, that's 50, 47 points? That's a lot of touchdowns. That's 7 of them. That's 7-score game. You know, interestingly enough, as great as the offense has played, it's not perfect. They had 2 fourth downs they didn't score on that end of that first half. The halftime lead could have been much bigger.
Oh, yeah.
So there's still room for improvement, and that's scary if you're an opponent on this schedule later on this season.
You know, and you say that, but now thinking back with 7:58 to go in the game, up 70-23, I don't think we haven't seen Singer's punter.
No, we haven't.
At all.
No. He's at the concession stand getting snacks.
He's grabbing some popcorn and a Gatorade.
He's already taken his shoes off and put them on the charter bus, ready to go back home.
I seriously doubt, because I think it's one of the Hendricks kids, and they're already having a heck of a
It's
game.
fair.
But
it's fair, but still. He took his punting shoe and put it in
he
the
did,
bus. How
yes.
about that? Good little squib kick. Number 2 will fall down with it at the 32-yard line. Quite the reversal in this game from a year ago. Sanger led by 14, had the momentum to potentially go up by 21. And then Van Alstyne came storming back, goes to overtime, and we lost by a missed extra point. Or no, they went for 2, didn't they? They went for 2 and got it.
Well, payback.
Yeah,
and then
in
some.
a big way.
What did they call this?
And I
Revenge?
promise you that is why our foot is still firmly on the gas pedal, not slowing down.
100%. Typically, we would pull up a little bit on this, but
It's too good of an opponent to do that. Number 4 in the game. I haven't seen him back there at quarterback yet. Quarterback keeper out to the right-hand side, gets out to close to the 35-yard line. Looks to be at the 34, to be second down at the 34-yard line for the Panthers. Handoff up the middle. Has some space. Be taken down by Luke Hendricks, the aforementioned Luke Hendricks, but not before he gets a Panther first down outside the 45-yard line to be officially at the 46-yard line of the Panthers, just short of midfield. As the clock ticks closer to 7 minutes to play in the game. Short gain up the middle, about officially 5 yards, be inside Sanger territory.
Go, G.
Quarterback keeper. Oh, he ends up throwing it. Great defense
defense.
by Cale Barr. Comes in with an arm at the last minute and deflects it away for number 2.
We do have a penalty on the field on the far side.
Oh, great defense by Cale Barr.
Looks to be against Van Alstyne.
Might be a hold. I'm sure Roger's going to back him up.
Ineligible man downfield.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you back him up, make it second and 10. He's going to decline it, make it third down. Again, that's why he's on the sideline and I'm up in the stands. Back to pass. Avoids the rush.
Not for
Doesn't
long.
avoid the second rush by Creedon Burner. No, excuse me. Jonas Autry in there on the sack. I saw the 2 and thought it was a 32, but that was a 12. Jonas Autry in there with a big play. Forces a 4th down and 9 for the Panthers. Less than 6 minutes to play in the game. Before back to pass. He's going to get sacked by Max Taylor. That'll be a turnover on downs. 1st and 10 Indians at the 44-yard line of the Panthers. 5:29 to play here in the game. Great question, Jeremy. I'm not sure if we've ever passed the 70 number or not. It's a big number. In recent years, we haven't been to 70.
But we do have a little change in offense right now. Behind the snapper.
Jonas Autry.
And Christian Bush.
Handed off to Christian Bush. Minimal gain. Gets to about the 43-yard line. If you're wondering about number 19, who is here and just out on the sideline, he cannot enter the game. He played in the freshman game last night. Freshman won 50-28 over Van Alstyne. So he cannot play tonight. He still comes out and suits up with the varsity to be the second quarterback during warm-ups and just get accustomed to the process of being out here on Friday nights and warming up with a lot of these players that he'll potentially play with next year. Jonas Autry has played at quarterback on the JV team in past years. Hands it off to Christian Bush. Christian drives inside the 40. Some well-earned yards there for that young man. Gets down to roughly the 38-yard line, 39-yard line. This will be 3rd down and about 5 yards to go to get a first for the Indians as less than 4.5 minutes tick on the clock.
Play clock's down to 10.
Number 8 is Hunter. And off to Christian Bush. He gets tackled immediately. Be officially a 1-yard loss back to the 40-yard line. Be 4th down and 6. There's going to be a late penalty here. I think this might be on the Indians. That'll definitely put you at 4th and long.
I didn't see what it officially was. I just saw personal foul.
I don't think they called out a number, but I think it might have been on Jordan Gonzalez just based on his reaction from the play when he saw the flag go up. I think he knew it was on him. I didn't see what he did or if he did it or if he just saw who did it. But I think as soon as he saw the flag go up, he knew it was against the Sanger Indians because of something that he either saw or something he personally did. So now the Indians got to go about 4th and 21. If my math is correct. Oh, look at me go. 3:34 to play here in the game.
We're going to let the clock tick down to about 1 second on the play clock, probably call a timeout.
And that'll be a Hall Real Estate timeout. Official football sponsor for the Sanger Sports Corner this year is Hall Real Estate and Don Hall Construction. We appreciate them being on board for the 3rd season in a row. If you are interested in selling your home or buying a new home, please go see our friend Drew Hall at Hall Real Estate, located on the intersection of Pecan and the northbound service road of I-35. Just across the street from...
This is DQ Country.
More than I bargained for there. Well played. 3:25 to play in the game. For just tuning in, you're probably like, whoa, Indians have had a really big first and third quarter, where the majority of their scoring was done. Matter of fact, 56 of those points have come in the first and third quarter, with 7 of them coming in the fourth and second quarter. Well, he went and got his punting shoe.
He found it, huh?
Because he's back to punt. Luke Hendricks, good punt. Returner's going to let it bounce. It's going to go hit off of the Panther player. It's going to be Sanger ball. The Panther player was bouncing and he did not get away from it. I don't think they called their signal. I think what do we call? So we have a signal where we call to get away from it. I can't remember what it's called. But I don't think anybody was yelling for him to get away from it. It bounced off his back, and then I think Christian Bush was Johnny on the spot right there to pick it up. So 3:10 to play, and the Indians have the ball inside the 25-yard line. So Jonas Autry in there at QB. Christian Bush out to his left. Hold on. They were short one man there. Hand off to Christian. Gets positive yards inside the 20. Officially spotted at the 18-yard line, 17-yard line of the Panthers. Be 2nd down and 4. Less than 2.5 minutes to play in the game. Hand off to Christian Bush. Is down close to the line of scrimmage, right there at the 17 again. 2:10 to play. This will take us to the 2-minute timeout.
That took me a minute to get caught up. That happened so fast.
And area scores brought to you by Papa D's. Bowie is now up on Ponder, 49-36. Again, if you missed it earlier, Munster won over Lindsay, 49-28. Farmersville, late fourth quarter, up over Bonham, 55-19. Caddo looks to shut out Gainesville, up 41-0, late third quarter. Whitesboro up 49-27 over Dallas Madison. Salina up 31-7. That's an old score. I don't know if that's updated or not. Pilot Point up. Pilot Point final, 78-0 over Dallas Academy Knights. And Paris up over Aubrey, 49-17. So 3rd down and 4 for the Indians. Jonas Autry, Christian Bush, and a host of others in there. Jonas Autry with the quarterback keeper rolls out to the right. Gets close to the 15-yard line. Takes our clock inside 1:45. Be 4th down and 3, and our field goal team comes out. Opportunity to try to kick a field goal. Looks to be officially spotted at the 16-yard line. So that'll be spotted. The kick will be spotted at the 22. It'll be a 32-yard field goal. Kick is up. It is good. Minute 14 to play. Indians tack on 3 more points. Great experience there for our kicker. In no way do I think that is Coach Rogers trying to show up the opponent. I think he is trying to get his kicker game experience in kicking at certain distances.
We've had very, very, very few field goals this season.
Honestly, the one field goal he tried to kick earlier in the season, we missed.
Yep. Yeah.
So he's been perfect on extra points the last few weeks, but that gives him an opportunity to kick from a further distance, and he got it in there. And that's about the range that I asked Coach Rogers yesterday morning on Coach Show what about the range was. He said 20-ish yard line, and that's from the 22. Yeah. And when he says 20-yard line, he's not talking about 20-yard field goal. He's talking about the
spotting, getting
to the 20. So he got to the 22 there. He gave his kicker an opportunity, and he came through.
So it's 32, 38, 39-yard field goal?
It was 32 yards, exactly 32 yards, because the ball was snapped, I think, from the 15, but he caught her at the 22.
Oh, okay, yeah. I thought that they were spotted. I had it wrong on here. I had them spotted at the
16, maybe. Yeah. I think it was spotted at the 16, so it snapped back to usually about 7 yards. It might have been a 33-yard field goal. Good squib kick up the middle. Take a knee at the 30-yard line.
Minute 14 to go. Indians on top 73-23.
That's 50. Let's not put that together. Trips left for the Panthers. Number 4 in at QB. Little pitch out to number 15. He's been a load to bring down. He just got tackled by a tribe of Indians. We spotted about the 41-yard line as we took to less than a minute to go in the game. Again, we want to shout out to our sponsors. Drew Hall at Hall Real Estate and Don Hall Construction, our official football sponsor. Church of Christ, Mason Peebles over at Church of Christ, thank you very much. Stay tuned in the next couple of days. We'll announce our House of Carts player of the game. Appreciate Trey Harden over at House of Carts for being in there on our player of the game sponsor. Number 4 at the quarterback keeper. Looks like it's a first down for the Panthers, so the clock stops momentarily. They have an opportunity to get another play in here, but the clock's going to run to 15 seconds to go. 8. Yep, that's going to be it. Coach is going to call him over to the sideline, and that'll be the ball game. Big win for your Sanger Indians. As I go to look up area scores one more time. With 3 minutes to go in the Bowie Ponder game, Bowie's up 49-36. Again, the Munster-Lindsay game is final. Munster won 49-28. Farmersville's up 55-19. Gainesville's trailing Gatto 41-0 early fourth quarter. Whitesboro up in the fourth quarter 49-27. Salina up 31-14 now in the Sulphur Springs game. Pilot Point is final 78-0. And Paris in the fourth quarter up 49-17 over Aubrey. And our game, final, Indians win 73-23.
Rush through these stats real quick if you got a minute.
Yep.
Reggie Jones.
Unofficial stats of the game.
Reggie Jones, 19 carries, 320 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Reed Sebastian, 3 carries for 16 yards. Christian Bush, 5 carries for 9. Austin Martin, 3 carries for 7. Bola, 4 carries for 6. Jonas Autry, 1 carry for 4. Passing, Reed Sebastian, 16-23 for 286 yards, 3 touchdowns, and an interception. Your leading receiver for today, number 3, Levi Hendricks, with 4 receptions for 103 yards. Wyatt Pennington right behind him, 5 receptions for 75 yards. Austin Martin had 4 receptions, 61 yards. All 3 of those top receivers had a touchdown each. Joel Rodriguez had 3 receptions for 47 yards.
Big night for the Sanger Indians. Well, We will be back to you next week. We'll be back at home against the Crum Bobcats in what will shape up to be a really big game. Crum still undefeated on the season and undefeated in district. Sanger comes in undefeated in district and 5-2 on the season versus the Crum Bobcats 6-0. So we hope to see you out. Let's pack the house. Let's fill the stands and set the attendance record for Stephen Baker Field at Indian Stadium. That'll be a rivalry game, so let's set it up and get it out there. We're going to leave it on here in a minute for the school song as the players come over here and salute to the band. And we'll stop talking while they do that. Thank you for joining us. We'll be off air after the band performs.
Great job, David. Jenny, thank you.